your chest and your shoulders. This is particularly good for those of you who are spending a lot of time at your desk at work or at home, hunched over a computer or a laptop or whatever you might be working on. For those of us who might be spending a lot of time in the car driving, texting. Also, this is one that I always give to my moms who might be breastfeeding or bottle feeding. We spend a lot of time holding our baby, and while we want to bring the baby to us, a lot of times we end up going down towards the baby, which really rounds our shoulders. And then moms come in trying to figure out why they're having shoulder pain all of a sudden after they gave birth, when maybe they haven't even been that active yet in terms of like returning to a fitness routine. And typically it's because of the way that we are either breastfeeding or bottle feeding. So you can give these a try at home and let me know if you have any questions. So for these, what you're going to do is you're going to take your foam roller, and you can do these with or without a foam roller. So if you don't have a foam roller, you can just lie on your back. If you do have a foam roller, you want to put it this long ways, and then you're going to actually sit on the end of the foam roller. And then you can bring your hands to either side and then just kind of scoop down a little bit more and then carefully lower yourself all the way down. So when you're in this position, you want to make sure that your tailbone and your head are both supported by the foam roller. And I've been doing this long enough, no matter your height, your whole spine should be able to fit. So I don't want anyone hanging off of one side. And if you are at home too, another thing to keep in mind is that you want your foam roller to be 36 inches, which is the longest that they make it, and that will make sure that you are fully supported on your foam roller when you're doing these exercises. So the first one is just lying on the foam roller. You may even notice a stretch in your shoulders just being in this position. So I'll have people start with their palms facing up towards the ceiling and just resting your arms on the ground. And then just taking some nice slow breaths. If that's feeling pretty good to you, you can start to add some nice snow angels where you're sliding your hands on the floor, reaching up overhead, and then sliding the arms back down. I'm going to slide down just a little bit so you can see my full arm movement. So when you're lying here, palms are touching the ground the whole time, and then you're just going to reach your arms up towards the ceiling. See, notice how my hands aren't up here by my ears, but they're trying to stay down on the ground. At the same time, you may notice how my ribs are wanting to lift up off the foam roller a little bit. I want to connect my ribs back down towards my hips and just see how far I can go while keeping my hands on the ground. For some people, it may only be right here, and that's fine. So you just want to work within the range that you have. So these are called snow angels. Another thing that you could do is just bring your arms into a goalpost. So you're in that 90-90 position, and just let your arms relax down onto the floor. So this is a nice position where you can do some nice, slow, deep breaths in through your nose, letting your lungs fill with air, and then out through your mouth. And then in through your nose, and out through your mouth. So goalpost, snow angels, or just lying on the foam roller with your arms down. All of these are some great tips that I have for those of us who might be experiencing tightness across our shoulders.